All right, I'm going to briefly explain to you all about how to keep one up against your enemy. And what that means is how to keep peace within your realms, within yourself, about yourself, and not allow your adversary to destroy you, to intervene with your peace, to not cross boundaries that you set between you and your enemy. It's called one up. Now, the one up, we're not going to use the one up as going tit for tat, evil for evil. We're not going to do that. The one up is basically them giving you strength. Listen, they're going to give you strength on how to level up. You're going to be leveling up with them. You're going to hit levels. God wants us to grow spiritually. It's called elevate. We have to hit levels before we are at that point where we can enter into the kingdom when Yeshua returns. We have to hit levels. We cannot stay the same. That's the reason why we are put to test. This is a journey. And we have to accomplish. We have to endure trials. Okay, cool. So what's happening is God is allowing our enemy to test us. And when we pass tests that's put before us from our enemies, we are to level up like a video game. You can't accomplish, I forgot what they call it, man, flipping it. You can't flip the game unless you hit the levels. You got to hit all those levels in order to flip the game. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's going on in this life for the chosen ones. We have to hit levels, spiritual levels. Okay, cool. Now, one up on your enemy is this. When you cut your enemy off, once you know who your enemy is, or your enemies, it could be plural. Once you realize who the enemy are, you cut them off. Meaning you have no more personal dealings with them. You have no more casual dealings with them. If you at work with them, it's just strictly business. If they choose not to be business, that's their problem. You're there to work. Now, relatives, you cut them off. No personal relations, no none of that. It's cut off. Now, when your enemies who are around you, like your neighbors, your physical neighbors, like your next door neighbors, your home neighbors that stay in the house or stay in an apartment next to you, and you cut them off. These people and your co-workers, you have to see them, right? You know what I'm saying? And so what they're going to be doing is nitpicking. They're going to be nitpicking, meaning trying to send you into provocation. Remember, people, we are godly beings. We are true Christians. So God don't want us to fret, meaning show frustration. He don't want us to fight evil for evil. So we can't argue. We can't fuss with them. And we definitely can't fight. So now we're at this level where we have to learn humility. We have to humble ourselves before our enemies. We can't even react when we want to, right? Okay, now God won't put no more on us than we can handle, and He will not put us into harm. This is just test. He got us. God is our refuge, right? So just know that. Know that. But what's happening is God is tapping into what's deep embedded in us, which is anger. Other hidden temptations. He's going to be tapping into that. All temptations that triggers us to sin, God is going to tap into that and He's going to bring it out where we can just get rid of it. So anger and frustration is part of your growing in Christ. So what's going to happen is, right, when you cut these people off and you don't say nothing to them, they're going to be trying to get some type of reaction out of you. some type of reaction out of you. Now it's up to you to give that reaction. It's up to you to respond. But you know at this level they are your enemy. So nothing good is about nothing at this point. They may come off as they mean well or they mean good, but always know that they're just trying to feed their ego. At this point, once somebody show you who they are, believe them. I'm just saying, well, that's a nice wallpaper on your door, and I like your Holy One sign and what, I like that, no, don't just go on your door. Go in. Let them do and say, don't say, oh, okay, well, thank you. Don't say none of that. That is Satan. It's okay. And look, when you keep that the way you put it up there, you put your wall up there. When you keep ignoring them and you just politely go, don't slam your door or none of that. Don't roll your eyes. Roll your eyes, none of that. Just gradually just go in your house. Now, that may seem to be mean, but it's not. You're not giving no reaction. You're not doing nothing. You're just ignoring them. They're not there. So just go because you already see them for who they are. This is validation that you need to keep the wall up. Them, you couldn't say thank you and slamming a door. She this and she that. He this and he that. I just said something about the door. And see? And you said nothing. You just went on in your house. See, when they act like that after you've ignored them, that's validation that you need to keep the wall up. Don't fall for it. Now, the level up is what you just did. You did not care about their emotions at this point. They are your enemy. God is testing us. Don't fall for it. Don't feel that you need to feed their emotions and their ego at this point because they seem to be so nice about responding about how they like your door, wallpaper, and all this shenanigans. Those are just tactics at this point, knowing they're your enemy. These are just tactics to get you to respond to them, to get you to give in to them. I'm telling you, if we keep giving in to them, then it's gonna be back where it was. Them got to start over at that level. We failed. So you keep it like that. And like I said, when they act more evil and ignorant because you said nothing, that's validation that they're still your enemy. Let me give you proof. Let's just say, for instance, a co-worker. I don't speak to my co-workers. I don't speak to them unless it's work-related. But on my way out, I definitely don't give them a farewell. They don't deserve my farewells. They don't deserve my greetings in the morning or when I see them, and they don't deserve a farewell. All that is precious to me. People who don't bother me, they deserve greetings because I'm glad to see them, and they deserve a farewell because I won't mind seeing them again, and I appreciate their presence. Now, a dodo can know that you're about to get ready and leave. They know you ain't said nothing to them. These one of the ones who was telly. These one that was whispering and staring at you and plotting and planning and scheming all throughout the ship. Soon as you finna get ready and go, this the main ones. Oh, okay, before you leave. I want to ask you about this and that and the other. Now, this is work-related question. What do? This is work-related. See, a dodo know they can't just say hi and bye no more at this level. I'm up a level from that. So they can't say that no more. They know they're not going to get a reaction out of me. So now they're sitting back at home plotting and planning and scheming. This is what the enemy does. The enemy think about you all day. They think about me all day. So they think about, man, how can I get a reaction out of KK? What can I say to Johnny so he can pay attention to me? Oh, I got one. So while they're thinking and how the plot to stay up ahead of us, we are praying to God Almighty for continuously wisdom, his discernment. Bless us with his discernment so we can know what's going on before we even think about a reaction, before we give in. So we know what they're up to once they say something to us. Because once again, these are our enemy. They're our enemy. Think about it. This is not just somebody who you may be a little irritable about. I'm talking about your adversary. It's a difference. Now, KK, hey, yeah, so no, where you put this at? As I was just looking for it so I could complete this ethic over here, So I just want to know, is it over here? Did you put it there? I know you had it earlier. Just want to know where. I can't find it. So I'm like, okay, now, bang, I'm at this level where I failed. Because first of all, I know that this person know that I had what they're looking for, and they saw me put it there. They saw me earlier put it where they're looking for it at. But yet, I'm so dedicated about my work, I still fell for their tactic. That's what they've been planning and plotting throughout the shift to hit me with. That's a level that they chose to hit me with. They can't. We at another level now. Remember? So this what they've been thinking about. So yeah, where is that? So I'm like, well, move that around right there. I know I put it in there. Oh, okay. So what they did, they maneuvered around so they could spend a little time talking to me. And there you go. Oh, yeah. And I was like, okay, there you go. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. All right, not bad. I'll talk to you later and I'll see you Sunday. And I left. I was like, all right, see you Sunday. They got me. You see what I'm saying? Now, these are my enemies. Why are you so happy to talk about some farewell? I see you have a night. These are my enemies. These are dodos who gets on my nerves throughout the whole show, plotting, planning, and scheming, and slackers. But yet, it's a high and bye farewell. But see, that's the whole thing. They just wanted to get my reaction. They wanted to talk to me for a second before I left as well. So they got an extra point. You see what I'm saying? So now that happened, and I know that's what happened after it happened, I'm like, okay, that's a level that I have to, hit next. You know what I'm saying? That now they're thirsty. So your neighbors and your family and your coworkers, they're going to be trying to up you. They're going to be trying their best to get a reaction out of you because they know that you don't deal with them no more. They will use your work ethics. They will use your kids. They will use your bank, your money. They will use your spirituality. This is Satan. He is a lie from the pits of hell. That dodo knew where I put that product at. He was there he saw me when I did. I know because I was there when he see me. You see what I'm saying? But he caught me off guard. But he just wanted to talk. He wanted me to say something to him. He wanted a farewell, and he got it. So now I got to know that that's what may happen. Right before I leave, these people are going to be begging for a farewell that they don't deserve. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to have discernment and use it wisely. No, I have a choice. I had the choice to say, and leave, but then again, it's part of the job. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, KK, where you put that at? I could have been like, what? And then just turned around because that dodo knew where I put it at. I know, and I knew that he knew where I put it at. Now, if it was someone else, even though they're my enemy, and they were looking for a product, I would have just took that as business. I would have took it as business because they probably wouldn't have known that I put it there. They didn't see me. They weren't nowhere around when I put it there. But it's like, okay, all you got to do is look for it. But with this one, he was smooth with it because he was over there for a minute before he even asked me where was something at. And I knew where I put it at. And so what he did was hid it further just to have my company and my presence as long as he needed it. So he looking and searching for it, and it was nicely needed, put way back there where I didn't put it, but I know I brought it out and sat it there. I sat it in there. So he looked and it was way behind there and pat out. It was there. But he did that just to have my presence because he missed my presence. Just the rest of them, they missed talking to me. But yet when I used to talk to them before they became my enemy, they've taken advantage of me. They've taken advantage of my kindness. They ruined that. So they don't get that from me no more because I know what they're capable of doing if I continue to give it to them. They are now my adversary. See what I'm saying? Another instance. Let's just say, for instance, if your neighbor, your next door neighbor, y'all don't speak, y'all don't talk. And next thing you know, when you come home after you done walled up on your neighbor, they know they don't get a reaction out of you. But next thing you know, their frisbee is in your lawn. You be like, oh, well, look, I don't know, but I'm not finna sweat it. And then your neighbor be like, oh, hey, such and such, hey, KK, hey, Johnny boy. Oh, yeah, our frisbee is in our frisbee is in your thing. So we want you to give it to us so we can come over there. And then you be like, what do you do? Do you give it to them, or do you allow them to come over there? Now, these are your enemies. These are your enemies at this point. So what do you do? Me? At this point, we at a pause though. What do you do if your neighbor said, Joe Blow, our frisbee is over there? And y'all, why your frisbee over here? And you know we don't get along. Why your frisbee, and why is it still over here for me when I get off work? You could have just came over there and got it 4 hours ago. Why you wait 4 hours to tell me that your frisbee? What you want me to do? You see what I'm saying? So they purposely threw it over there just to get a reaction. So what do you do? Do you give it to them? Or, do you respond and give it to them? Or do you say, well, come on over there, still responding, still paying attention to them? You come over here and get it. No, this is what I would do. This is what I would do. If I'm at this level in my discernment, boom, they just want a reaction. You grown. This is your lawn. You are grown. This is your property. You are grown, and you don't allow another narc control you or your decisions. You are grown, and this is your property. Me, I will ignore them and go right in the house. Yep. KK, where's that frisbee? Yeah, it's ours, and go right in the house. And then just go right in the house. I would go in the house, and I would get on the phone, and I would call the police. I know it's petty, tax dollars and all this, and I will call the police because you are my enemy. You are my enemy, and I don't want no reaction from you. I have to have a one-up on you to let you know I'm not nobody to play with. I'm not nobody's fool. So you have to stay strong in faith. God is testing us. Now, we can just give it to him. We can do that, but we already know, like I said, people understand that this is Satan behind this. They are our enemies. So you have to know that they done this. It's an evil motive behind them doing what they do. It's not nothing good about what they're doing. You have to understand with discernment. You have to use your discernment and know that these people are not good people at this point. Whatever they're doing is an evil motive behind it, and we must keep peace within ourselves. We must stay one up on them and keep peace within ourselves, setting boundaries, letting them know that this is not it. Ignore and go in the house, call the police, let them know woo at the bam, even if the police come back. If they don't, oh well, the frisbee stays. The frisbee stays. Now, whatever God may put in your mind and in your spirit to come to a conclusion to give them their frisbee back, then that's what you do. But in the meantime, keep focused and keep one up and go in the house. Maybe it may take a second for you to think about what you should do, but don't give a reaction right off, because that's what Satan is trying to do. He'll catch us off guard and he will get us to respond immediately. And the next thing you know, they send back, we got him, we got her, and they're going to do this over and over. And the next thing you know, when we get comfortable with being quick to respond to their tactics, we're going to ease our way right back into conversing with these people. And guess what else is going to happen behind there? They're going to continue to be ungrateful and take advantage of our kindness, of our conversation, of our presence, and it's going to be all over again with the wishy-washy, the gossiping, the smear campaign. It's going to be that all back over again, and we're going to be mad at you. See, we're not doing that no more. We got to hit levels. It's about taking courage. God did not give us the spirit of fear, but of power. We don't do evil for evil. It ain't that we don't want to love them and we got to be mad and evil. No, we're keeping peace at the same time when we're amongst our enemies. We're keeping peace. That's it. We're not giving off no reaction. We're not lip service. We're not poking and doing things active. We're not doing none of that. We just keeping silent and just moving on. And that's power. That is power. When we do, we are actually attacking them spiritually. Why? Because we are in righteousness. We are in righteousness, and we are allowing, meaning trusting God to take care of whatever that needs to be taken care of towards them. Let them go home and think about it. Let them go home and plan the scheme another level. Let the burden be back on them. When you walk away and keep peace and don't react or respond to them, you still got peace within yourself. You don't feel guilty about how you reacted. You don't feel stupid about giving in to their tactics. You still got peace within yourself. You done nothing wrong. Like I said, you may have to ask God what you may need to do from this point on about a situation. How can I give them their frisbee back or whatever? But that's okay. God said don't be quick to anger. Keep peace. Keep your mouth shut. This is your Rams. And keep it moving. Proof again in the pudding that they were wicked is when they pull and pout. Well, I'm finna come over there and get it. Well, I just asked you a question. That's my frisbee. Hey, what about the bim? And yada yada. See, all of that reaction after you just ignored them politely and went in the house. Now they're mad. Now they're pissed because they want their frisbee that they tossed purposely over there in the first place. Before I click off, they're not so mad because their frisbee is over there and is still sitting there. They threw it over there, remember? No, they're mad because they didn't get a reaction out of you, because that was the whole point of them putting it over there. Their plan did not work, basically. So that's why people get mad when you keep your wall up. That's why these people literally sit all day, walk around all day at work, thinking about how they're going to win you over from you ignoring them after you've cut them off. When you cut people off, that means that they're your enemy. You don't owe them nothing, not even a response. Peace.